Welcome. Today I will have a look at Witsit Gets It. Or do he get it? First of all, I want to thank all my patrons, members, donors and subscribers. All of you are important for me. Thank you very much. Nowadays, Witsit Gets It lives in a motorhome and drives around US spreading his gospel. He's also a member of the Globebuster panel, but sometimes he also makes his own live broadcast direct from his motorhome.
Today's stream is called Divinity is Simplicity. And I think that pretty much sums up pretty much everything.
So that will sum up your stream. Let's see.
You know, there's a pretty infamous saying that's like, simplicity is sophistication. And that's pretty cool or whatever, but I think that it comes down to divinity is simplicity, meaning that there are very profound I don't know, not sentiments, but profound underlying truths of existence that humans overcomplicate. I think a perfect example of this, I really wish I could share a screen. I can't, man. We all saw what happened last time. But a good example of this is like math. Like we'll use the globe, for example. The globe theory, if you're new or something, the Earth is actually not a globe that spins in a vacuum. That's actually just not true. It's provably not true. Provably. But anyway, so this globe Earth model, it's dependent upon math, right? What up, Tom? It's dependent on math, and the math constantly fluctuates. It's self-fulfilling. It's unfalsifiable. Like, you can have an equation about how Superman flies. I can point to a star in the sky and say, look, that's Superman flying. Here's my equation, and I can guarantee you that it's not Superman flying. And the fact that my math works out, I'm like, look, he's going to come back around once a year. Look at Superman. Look at the equation. That doesn't mean Superman's real. And that's what the heliocentric model is.
We all know that you're a flat earther, a reality and science denier. And we all know that you can observe things that proves that we live on a globe. You don't need math for that. And the Superman example. No one claims that Superman is real. No one uses math to prove that Superman is real. And you have no problem believing in a God that created the universe and the earth and everything in 6 days. That one you don't have a problem with, but that you can prove that we live on a globe using math, that you don't believe.
I think that math's a good way to start this off. See, math is a description. It's a language. That's it. It's abstract. Intrinsically abstract. Some people, I overuse the word intrinsically, but you can't use inherently with inanimate. Anyway, so like math is typically, you know, it's us describing an area or a characteristic within area. For example, like the golden ratio. Well, that's just a geometric expression. It's like a spiral. Just geometry. It's just spatial geometry. You know what I'm saying? We complicate things with math, and us as stupid humans think that we're so smart because of math, and ironically, it's why we're ignorant. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing intrinsically wrong with math, but when you conflate math to reality, you become stupid.
I think it's several reasons why Witsit is a math denier. First of all, I don't think he's so good at math. Another is the problem that flat earthers having a hard time presenting formulas explaining their silly flat earth fantasies. And when it comes to math being a language and a way of explaining, okay, that's a part of it, but it's very useful many times. For instance, let me give a simple example. If they are planning to build a railroad bridge, they use math to calculate so it's strong enough to hold up trains, heavy trains, so it don't break down when the first train passes the bridge.
So it's like it always comes down to like humans think they're smarter than they are, and they're very arrogant. And so it's like basically it's like these cavemen sitting over there like scratching their head with their little pencil, and they're making up math, and they think they're so smart. They think they're so profound.
I think Witsit is describing himself.
But like it's an overcomplication of what is. So like with light, okay? I've been using this analogy a lot lately. So like if you have a string and you stretched it out to the other side of the room, right? And then I'm on this side of the room and I move the string. So you'll see the movement of the string, right? Go all the way, like a perturbation of the string, all the way to the other side of the room. Now, if you were to come up to me after the motion got all the way to the other side of the room and say, hey, Austin, how long did it take that string to get to the other side of the room? I would say, that's a dumb question. The string was already on the other side of the room. And that's what light is. Okay, so now what do they say about light? Now it is as simple as the string's already there. It's as simple as light is the background medium being illuminated. Light is already there. Light is instant. Very simple. Okay, now here's the overcomplication derived from the arrogance of man. Well, actually, it's a wave and a particle. Wave-particle duality. Even though dualities do not exist and naturally. And interestingly enough, it doesn't even make sense on its face. Beyond the stupidity of invoking duality, but it's like waves aren't things. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say to you. Oftentimes, humans overcomplicate, and their complexity is nothing more than a byproduct of their ignorance. Yet, due to arrogance, they conflate it to actually be intelligence. This word salad. No, it wasn't. No. So you say, oh, look, it's a wave particle duality, and here's how fast it goes. We're going to attribute a constant speed to light. There is no such thing as speed of light. Light doesn't have a speed. You see what I'm saying? So you are dumb. Like, you're automatically being dumb. It doesn't matter how many people you have in your corner coming up with math and descriptions of the light. You're just wrong. If your presupposition that light travels from point A to point B is wrong, everything you come up with is wrong. Now when people first hear that, they think I sound crazy. And that's how backwards the world is kind of the theme of this stream, by the way. Divinity is simplicity, and the overcomplication or complexity of human is nothing more than like the bumbling attempt to know more than we do. So I think light's a good thing to kind of hone in on here. So when I say like light doesn't travel, and so you turn the laser on, like check it. What do you mean light doesn't travel? It shines on the wall now. It shines on the wall. And are you saying it's instant? I can shoot a laser super far and it takes a second for it to get there. Yeah. The point is, this isn't doing anything but introducing energy into the medium. It's already there. If I were to close these curtains and it get pitch black in here and then I turn this on and it lights up, all I've done is now I can peek into the medium a little bit more. I can see more of the background medium than I previously could. It's perception. It just becomes perceivable due to the vibration that this light puts the medium in, and then we have a rate of induction into the medium.
And this fool calls majority of the people on Earth fools and stupid. Oh dear.
Okay, now I don't want to just talk about life forever, and I'm not claiming that I'm like, people get really triggered when I talk like this. They're like, oh, you think you're so smart, why don't you go get your Nobel Prize? It's like, no, I'm not saying I've unlocked the secrets of light. Dare I say, no one ever will. It's not about that. It's about how a more accurate representation of what light is simple, and every time that you are lying or wrong, you have to be much more complicated. Like, let's just take it to the Earth. This is a good example. Let's take it to the Earth, okay? So I've given you a few examples. Light. Oh, it's a wave, even though waves aren't things. It's like, can you go grab the wave out of the ocean? No, the wave is the ocean. It's just the motion of the ocean. Bro. No, it's a wave. No. That's a type of movement in a medium. You can't have a wave without a medium. Dun, dun, dun. But there's not a medium. It's a little particle that's also a wave. No, it's not. You're claiming something antithetical to possibility. But, so we've talked about, like, golden ratio, the Fibonacci sequence, and how it's actually a geometric expression, typically a spiral for visualization purposes. And, geometry is intuitive. When we see shapes and we see a proportionate equilibrium or balance of the shapes, or the energy that manifests as shapes, it makes sense to us. When you see the spiral, you see the honeycomb, you see the Fibonacci sequence in nature, it's like, oh, wow, you understand it. You understand it's like this perfect equilibrium of spatial manifestation, right? It just makes sense to you. But no, we're going to put numbers all over it. And yeah, the numbers work, but the numbers are nothing. Then the spiral's there without the numbers, okay? So that's one of the examples of overcomplication due to the arrogance of man. And an example, and that's why the stream is called Divinity is Simplicity, because it is man that overcomplicates. If you were to ever go talk to the creator, let's say, and if he was able to give you all the secrets of life, I'm sure they would be very profound and simultaneously very simple and easy to understand. So then we talked about light, where they say it's a particle wave duality, and in fact it's nothing more than instantaneous perturbation of the ether, modality of, and you have a rate of induction. We call that speed of light just an illumination rate, or typically a rate of, or more precisely, rate of induction, and the excitation, the medium getting excited, turns into light, illumination.
First, it says that he haven't revealed the secret of light. Then he presents his own silly model of how light works. Oh dear. You are a science denier, Witsit, and you think you know it all. Your theories are based on what? Can't see any evidence for any of your claims. Witsit is a reality and science denying fool, but he thinks he's one of the smartest. He solved all mysteries of the world. Thank you all who helps me help Ukraine by watching my videos, being members, and donating in different ways. Since my last broadcast, I received money in super chats, super thanks, and via PayPal. I haven't summed it up. I will do it today and pay it to Ukraine together with the sum I add up. At the moment, I pay 20 for every 10 euro someone is donating. So thank you very much. And I will be back tomorrow with a new video. It's already waiting in the pipeline. See you then. Have a nice day.